All right, getting ready down here in Apple Valley. So Minneapolis versus Apple Valley, Burnsville, Eastview, I believe, are the communities that make up this team. Alright, so this is just a non-district game. It'd be nice to come out looking strong, though. We got the win the other night. It was not our best played game, but we did get the win. Brady keeps that one in the neutral zone. Downey picks it up. He's going to flip that one in. I guess that'll be a shot on goal. Deitz gives that up to Grant. Ooh, up to Beckett. Gets a shot, another shot on goal. Bounces out. Oh, Beckett tips that one high off of Deitz's shot. Pushed back behind. Apple Valley picks it up, tries to send it up the boards. Deitz holds it. Goes down into the corner, back behind the goalie. And Apple Valley's coming out with it. Casper puts a body on that guy. Beckett throws another shot on goal, but obviously an easy save. All right, that one goes back behind over to Patrick. Nico just laid a guy out on the far corner. And it comes all the way up to Travis. Travis has some room, tries to backhand. Don't know if that went off the goalie or the side of the net. Either way, bounced up. Centering pass. Ends up getting over to Martin, who sends one wide. Nico sends a shot. Tipped in front by Travis. Not sure if that went wide or what happened to it. Got kind of an interesting angle today. We're a little closer to the action. Patrick pushes that into the neutral zone. Picked up by Nico. Oh, Nico makes Nico made a move. Got tied up though in the middle. Gets over to Downey. Downey tries to center. Apple Valley there to come the other way with it. So far, a couple minutes into it, it's been all Minneapolis. That one's sent up into the netting. We've got nets all the way around the entire rink here, so I have a feeling that might happen more often than usual tonight. Gets up to Cam. Cam sends another shot on, but from the blue line. That one comes out into the neutral zone, picked up by Apple Valley. So battling for it on the far side, we've got Grady, who ends up coming up with it back behind. Grady tries to push it up, gets stopped by two Apple Valley players. All right, that one flipped into the neutral zone, bouncing puck. Cam pushes it forward, but Apple Valley comes up with it. Held in by Downey, picked up by Apple Valley. Oh, he whiffed on it far side. Picked up by Brady, sends it over to Martin into the neutral zone. All right, that gets dropped back behind to Patrick, back behind, gets it up to Beckett, and held in by Apple Valley. Martin sends it across, tries to get it over to Casper, doesn't see the puck. And holding the line, that's an offsides. All right, picked up by Apple Valley off the draw. Martin fighting for it on the near boards. I can't see the puck. Looks like it bounced down into the corner, up into the netting. So feed looks choppy through my camera. If anybody who's watching can text me if let me know if this is actually coming through. All right, Apple Valley comes up with it back behind their own net. Tries to send it in up the boards. Beckett holds. Pushes it back behind Grant. Nope. All right, Apple Valley comes up with it, goes into the neutral zone. Gets over to Dietz. Dietz sends one in. Ooh, picked up by Casper. Tried to get a shot off. Blocked by out in front by a defensive stick. That actually was really close. Dietz throws a shot on Travis. Deflected, but the goalie was there to pick it up. So far, I think we started with 14-minute periods. So through about 5.5 minutes, Apple Valley doesn't have a shot on goal yet. Minneapolis has 6, some of which have been just simple tosses. All right, we got a nice job by Martin tapping that one away. It was about to be a 3-on-1, bouncing puck out in front. So they finally got a shot on goal and had a puck bouncing out in front. They actually, that was a better scoring chance than what we've had all game so far. Theo plays that back behind to Patrick, pushes it over to Martin. Picked up by Travis back behind. Pushes it up to, tries to get it to Nico. Oh. All right, they kind of and then we lost it again on the blue line. I thought Nico was going to take that one away and go with it, but just couldn't pick up the puck. Martin tries to skate that through, gets picked. Travis pushes it up, tries to get it up to Brady. So Apple Valley takes back over. Travis keeps that in the zone. But lots of Apple Valley guys coming the other way. Grady, far side, grabs it. Skates it through. A little closer to the net than I like anybody skating it through, but there's Cam, far side, pushes it up, back behind the Apple Valley goalie. Oh, Downey goes down, Cam goes down, and that one's sent into the neutral zone, and that'll be an offsides by Dietz. All right, face off, neutral ice. Dietz up to Beckett. Beckett drops one in deep. Picked up by Apple Valley. Ooh, held in there. Oh, not held in there. Coming back the other way. And Grady bottling him up on the far side. Casper gets it over to Grant. Grant up to Beckett. Beckett fires a shot on. Rebound comes out. Far side, that's Casper. Puck comes back behind. And Grant comes through. No, Patrick comes through, keeps that in. And puck comes all the way out, back into the Apple Valley zone. Casper sends it back into the neutral zone, picked up by Apple Valley. And Patrick sends it back into the Minneapolis zone. But Apple Valley's got it. And they send one in to the body of Theo, who covers it up with 5 minutes left to go in the first. Minneapolis has 7 shots on goal. Apple Valley with 2. Score still 0-0. Travis picks that one up back behind. Skates it. Gets it up into the neutral zone. Still trying to push through. Lays a body of the guy in the corner. All right, picked up out in front. Over to Pat. Ooh, over to Travis. Shot, bouncing puck out in front. Oh, Nico sends one through. Nobody sees it. Martin sends one through. Gets another shot on goal. If our good opportunities ever turn into goals, we're going to start scoring more. And we should score a lot. We tend to have a lot of opportunities that we just can't finish on. All right, Martin picks that up, neutral zone, sends it up to Downey. Downey's got a little room. He fires a shot on, glove save. Cam takes face off. That just gets popped all the way back out into the neutral. Oh, all the way back into our zone, or their zone. Downey pushes it up to Cam. Cam tries to make a move, gets it over to Downey, and puck comes back into the neutral zone. I thought that should have been nice, but that was called off. Fighting for it down low. Dietz comes up with it back behind our own net. Brady fighting for it far side. Goes back behind our own net again. Ooh, centering pass to a wide open guy out in front, and Theo makes a save. All right, Grant taking face off. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first. All right, Beckett comes out with that off the face-off. Tries to take it far side. Ends up getting up to Casper. Casper fires a shot. Glove save covered. So, getting some shots on goal, but nothing all that great. Beckett shoots another one on goal. Beckett flips over to Patrick. Patrick fires one. Rebound comes out. All right, lots of battling for it down low. Comes out to Martin. Another save, and Casper with another shot off the rebound, another save. So, scoreboard showing that we've got 11 shots on goal. I think we've got a couple more that they didn't count on rebounds, but it doesn't matter because we don't have any goals to show for it yet. Owen gets that neutral zone, sends it in. Puck comes all the way out. Dietz is going to get to it back behind. Well, it doesn't matter. It's an icing. All right, face-off got over to Grady. Kept it in, but, well, I guess we're still holding it in, fighting for it. We've got Dietz and Travis. Travis gets it down to Owen. Tries to give it back to him centered, but there's an Apple Valley guy there. And the puck's coming back the other way. Travis trying to poke it away, went into the boards. And yeah, with a minute 28 left, that's going to be, I think, an offsides. All right, Martin sends up to Brady. Brady skates it across, tries to center up to Cam. A couple Apple Valley guys there to break it up. Downey using his speed to get to that puck first. Pushes it up, ends up going to a defenseman who sends one wide of Theo. Cam pushes that up into the neutral zone. And we've got a penalty coming on Apple Valley. So Minneapolis will go on their first power play with just under a minute left to go in the first period. I mean, we've been pretty good on the power play as of late. Beckett sends a shot on, glove save. All right, face off again. Travis gets it to Grant. Grant over to Patrick. Gets it over back to Patrick. Patrick skates, slowing it down, gets it over to Beckett. Beckett gets it to Grady. Grady drops down to Travis. Travis drops down to Beckett, but gets over to Patrick. Pushes it back around to Travis. And Travis, I don't know if that was a shot on goal or not. All right, Travis with a shot on goal. Rebound comes out. Beckett backhands it, goes back behind over to Patrick. And that'll do it for the first period. Shots on goal in the first period. Minneapolis 13, Apple Valley 3.
Yes, choppy.
What?
Were you asking about the...
It's choppy? I can see it through the phone how choppy it is.
Yeah. He was like, he's asking, tell him it is kind of choppy.
I don't even know what to do about it now.
You just do your best. Yeah. Great job, guys.
I hate every minute of it.
You hate every minute.
You should be hearing to it. You're gonna, yeah.
comes through decent. Funny thing is, I was going to get a new phone a couple weeks ago. All right, so start of second period. We are still on the power play for another 45 seconds. I'm not sure why we're going 14-minute periods here. But maybe they'll just make sure, maybe that's to make sure that we can do another 14-minute of stop clock. All right, Owen back behind, gets it over to Martin. Martin gets that tapped away. Apple Valley coming back. They're just trying to kill some clock. That one goes wide of Theo. And that one gets tapped by a defender, goes into the corner. I don't think Casper ever saw that pass coming up. All right, here comes Owen across. Both teams are full strength now. Centering pass was all Apple Valley guys there. Ooh, I think that was offsides, but they didn't call it, so good job to Brady to somehow hide that. Gets it over to Dietz. And yeah, roughing call on Minneapolis. Not sure who on Casper. Casper disagrees with the call over there. I didn't see it either, but it definitely could have happened. So going on the penalty kill now for the next 2 minutes. This is Apple Valley's first. Ooh, that one shot wide. This is their first power play chance. And they get a shot on Theo, and he covers. So hopefully the audio is at least coming through this. I realize that the video is pretty choppy. All right, Apple Valley, another shot. So Theo makes another big save. Still a minute 20 left on this penalty kill, and we are not doing a good job getting it out of the zone. Theo with another save. Another save. Picked up, that goes into the neutral zone. They play that across. Travis tries to flip it ahead. Beckett fighting for it. Oh, Beckett comes up with it. And so goalie never covered it. Beckett actually scored. And then their guy came in and laid Beckett out right in front of the net. All right, well, should have been a goal, but is not. So at least we get one of their guys in the penalty box. It'll be 4-on-4 now for the next 30 seconds. And then Minneapolis will go on the power play after that. Martin sends a shot on. But yeah, the goalie never covered it. Hey, there we go. Patrick from the blue line gets one in. Does that mean we get to keep their guy in the box, right?
We should be able to, yeah. What penalty should stay up?
Yeah, right? Now they just took it off.
Back up. Amateurs over there.
Well, I had to ask too. I wasn't 100% sure.
You see the power play.
Yeah, because 4-on-4 shows even number below. There we go. And yes, the first one should have counted. All right, so Minneapolis is now going to go on a 5-on-4 power play. Grady far side, and the blue line going for, it pops out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Grant. Grant gets it up to Travis. Travis skates it in. Travis gets it over to Patrick. Patrick fired one right on the body of the goalie. So just under 10 minutes left to go in the second period with 1:02 left in the power play. All right, that one pops out to Patrick. Patrick gets it over to Grady. Grady fires one through, deflected by Grant. All right, that gets over to Beckett, sends it around to Patrick. Nope, Patrick just sends it back around to Beckett. Centering pass gets to Apple Valley, held in by Travis. And Apple Valley sends it out. Theo's going to come play that one. Just gives it off to Patrick. Patrick gets it up to Brady. Brady slows it down. Oh, Brady fires a shot through off a defender, comes all the way out. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Thrown in there by Downey. And both teams are full strength. That's going to be an icing. So 8:45 left to go, second period. Minneapolis up 1-0. Shots on goal 17-8. Cam takes that face off, bouncing puck. Brady taps it in. Apple Valley picks it up behind their own net. Tries to push it up to their defense, gets it in the neutral zone. Dietz tries to throw it right back and gets it over to... Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Cam takes a shot out in front. So that'll be an interference call. So Minneapolis going on the power play for the third time this game. 0 for 2 on the first two. We got our goal on a 4-on-4. All right, picked up by Dietz, down to Nico. Oh, over to Casper, who just can't get everything on it. Nico plays neutral zone, brings it back in. All right, got to slow it back down again, guys. We got the power play going. Shot on goal by Dietz. And there's a glove pickup. I don't know if I call it a glove save, but covers it up. So a minute and a half left on our power play. Maybe for the third period, I can switch over to Wi-Fi and see if that works any better. This Wi-Fi doesn't seem to be doing much. All right, over to Travis, who, great save by the goalie. Travis over to Patrick, one-timer, makes the save. Ooh, Travis puts a big body on a guy in the middle. Grady plays back behind, skates it out. Grady's still skating. Still 38 seconds left to go on this power play, which hasn't been a great power play considering Theo now has to cover another shot up. So we'll hope that we can at least get it back in our own zone for a few seconds of this power play. Oh, never mind. Martin is going to the box for a trip. So that will be 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds. And then they will be on the power play. All right, Nico gets it up to, tried to get it up to Owen. Puck got a little too far ahead of him. We scored our last goal 4-on-4, so maybe. All right, Owen picks it up back behind. Centering pass to Nico. Ends up going back behind the net. Nico back to Owen, who gets it back to Dietz. And that one caught the body of, I think, maybe Nico while it was coming through. Nico just laid a guy out on the far side. So, I mean, we're playing physical. We've put some guys on the ice. And that's an icing. So they are on the power play for the next minute and 4 seconds. We've got 5:47 left to go in the second period. That one goes wide of Theo. Grady is going to pick that up, try to get it up to Travis. Travis gets it up to Beckett, and Beckett's just going to flip it into our zone to try to kill off some of this penalty. All right, they send it back in, but Travis is going to get to it first. Oh, misplayed that one. Man, right out in front. Oh, Theo's on his belly. Oh, man, we got lucky there. Another shot on, and Theo can cover that time. All right, so they're still on the power play. That one gets flipped all the way out. Oh, that's going to hit the goalie. Beckett just sends it back around too far, though, back into the neutral zone. right, so both teams full strength again. Killed off that penalty. Patrick sends it up the boards. Gets back to Patrick again. Tries to send it up the boards again. Picked up by Downey and sent in on goal. Cam far side battling. Puck comes all the way out over. Grady, another shot on goal. Or Brady, not Grady. So we're doing a great job keeping the zone. Oh, every time I say, oh, that gets flipped up to Brady. Brady sends one in so that we can get a change of players. All right, Owen comes up to play the puck. That comes all the way out. Patrick's going to get to it. Rolling puck. We've got 2.5 minutes left to go in the second period. And that comes over. Apple Valley's still holding it. They're going to get a shot off. Oh, man. That went wide. Had he put that on goal, I think it was there. Up to Casper. Gets over to Nico. Come on. Two Apple Valley guys closed in on that. Two minutes. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Casper playing it. Ooh. All right, good job by Martin getting in front of that because there was a second guy out in front who he was trying to get that pass to. Ooh, all right, got to skate on that one just in time. And the net's going to come off. Did you teach him how to kick that off?
You're like when in doubt, slightly.
Self-taught.
If you listen to my video from the other night, I called him hardcore.
That ref got pissed at him again. So that was the ref that called him up to give him a penalty.
Oh, was it? All right, picked up by Beckett. Sends one wide. I don't really like that play. All right, Grady picks it up over to Dietz out in front, gets knocked down. 1 minute left to go. And Apple Valley is coming back the other way. Shaking his head going up. Yeah, it was clear. Right in front of the net. Yeah, luckily nothing happened from it, but it was one of those where you just go, ah! Ooh, that one tipped out in front off of a Martin shot. Cam tipped it wide. All right, Cam had it for a second, lost it. Ooh, bouncing puck out in front, centering pass, goes over to their defender. And man, we were just trying to give that one away. Played back behind is Dietz. And that'll be the end of the period. Is that why they went 14 minute period so they could resurface?
We have an hour and a half.
I know, but then
Manual it or resurface.
oh, you have to resurface? All right, we've got an ice resurfacing. I am going to close out and start a third period here in about 10 minutes. Or, yeah, in like 5 minutes I'll start up a new one. So we'll see how it works.